Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. So from today, we are going to start with EBS sessions, that is e-business suite, covering GL topics. But before taking up the topics of GL, first let's get familiar with EBS. So Oracle EBS, the full form of EBS is the Oracle e-business suite. Basically, it is used to combine all the Oracle applications that are helpful to businesses with their wide variety of processes. It mainly focuses on enterprise resource planning, how we can build a customer relationship, that is customer relationship management and supply chain management. Oracle Database Management System is the most widely used Oracle enterprise software package and is also the core technological driver of the package. The EBS mainly allow us to upload and analyze data as well as mapping metadata for Hyperion EBS. This is also very helpful in reporting. The first time it was released was in 2001, and after that, Oracle has continuously updated the EBS packages. And the version which we are going to cover in our session is EBS R12. Now, here you can see that EBS works on different major factors like enterprise resource planning, customer relationship management, supply chain management, Oracle financials, human resource management system, Oracle logistics, transportation management, order management, and warehouse management system. So these are the different factors which are covered by the EBS tool. So let's discuss one by one each of the factors. First, enterprise resource planning. EBS suite is that it works the same as ERP application. The EBS allow users to have a single resource truth for uploading and analyzing their data. Customer relationship management. To build relationship with customer, to improve the business. That means it is a business intelligence application tool that is helpful to improve the business. So customer relationship management work on building a relationship with customer and improving it with the business. Then there is supply chain management. It brings all various feedback related to products or services. Now, the next is Oracle Financials. This includes various modules in it like cash management, payables, receivables, general ledger. Then there is human resource management system. This helps to manage all recruitment process, and this module gives user real-time views of all HR activities including training, time management, payroll and other benefits. Then there is Oracle Logistics, allow the user to plan, manage and control the flow of product and service within the business. Then order management. This module is used to manage the entire business sales order management process. Then transportation management manages the transportation planning and execution capability of third-party logistic providers and shippers. Then there is warehouse management system. It manages good and their information within distribution process. So you can see these are the various factors which are covered by EBS tool. Here we have already seen in this diagram, but our main focus will be on Oracle Financials in our session. And in this Oracle Financial, we are going to cover GL module. So this is our focus area. This is the focus area of our sessions. Let's take some advantage and disadvantage of EBS. So here are some advantages of EBS. Like Oracle EBS is used to manage global businesses. As you can see, there are various factors covered by the tool. So it helps us to manage global business. Then it also helps us to facilitate decision making by reporting and all. So we can use various kind of reports. We can create various kind of reports using this tool, and which also help us or facilitates us in decision making. Then Oracle is used to reduce the cost of product and provides better service to the customer. And the main advantage is that it helps us to improve the corporate performance and also support different tools such as CRM, ERP, supply chain management, etc. With the help of CRM tool, we manage the order of customer, provide better services to the customer. That means we can build a relationship with the customer. This is nothing but the CRM. So these are some of the advantages we have seen of using EBS. Now let's say some of the disadvantages. So the disadvantages are the GUI of Oracle EBS is not straightforward and it is not user friendly. This is one of the disadvantage because all the tasks are not web based. There are some tasks in the EBS which are form based. So sometimes it becomes very difficult to use them. That's why it is written here that it is not straightforward and not user friendly sometimes. Then Oracle EBS require a high maintenance cost, which is not affordable for small organization. Then Oracle EBS deployment and customization required more effort, as well as it also required coordination between department and developer. Then in EBS online patching. Now what is online patching is it allow you to apply patch to an EBS tool system while it is still up and running. So it should be more error free. Then only online patching can be done here. Then the problem in launching the multiple form session, as we have already discussed, I have already said that EBS is form based. So their launching of multiple form sessions sometimes become irritating to use this tool. So that's why this is one of the disadvantage here. Now, now there is a difference between Fusion Cloud and Oracle R12. Fusion is the latest version R13 and R12 is EBS only. So what are the difference between the tool is that Oracle EBS is on premises and cloud, whereas Fusion is cloud development deployment. Then EBS in EBS manual upgrade to latest version is there, but in Fusion quarterly auto upgrade is there. In Fusion, quarterly patches are released to update it. Then implementation here takes time. Here implementation takes less time. Then here data migration is complex in EBS, while in Fusion data migration is very easy. Then EBS is less user friendly due to it is not web based wholly, but Oracle Fusion is user friendly. Then server flexibility here is more in EBS, and here the servers is managed by Oracle. Then in EBS, Java-based forms are there, and in Fusion, web-based forms are there. And in EBS, there is higher capex cost, and in Fusion, there is lower capex cost. So this was the some difference between the two version. Now let's see EBS application structure here. So it starts with the business group. So business group means the group of entities regardless of the jurisdiction under which they are constituted or exist, organized according to the scheme of direct or indirect participation in the capital stock or equivalent, linked by contract or in any other way in which the same entity of a type maintain the control of such entity. So basically, business group is a group of entities which is formed here. So first thing is business group here. then it's a primary ledger. It's a book or collection of account in which accounting transactions are recorded. We will discuss primary ledger in details also. For now, this is sufficient. Then legal entity. Legal entity is a company or organization that has legal rights and responsibilities. Then there is operating unit. An operating unit is an organization that is used to divide the control of economic resource and operational processing of business. Then there is inventory organization to manage all the inventory here. So this is the basic structure of the EBS application here, which involves business group, primary ledger, legal entity, operating unit, and inventory organization, which we will discuss in our further sessions in detail. So let's start first with the primary ledger here. So primary ledger records transactional balance by using charts of accounts with calendar, currency, and accounting rules implemented in a accounting method. It is said that primary ledgers is created by using four C's here. One is chart of account, one is currency, other one is calendar, and the last C is accounting method conventions. So these are the things which we need to set up first in the EBS to create a primary ledger. So let's start with charts of account first in creation of primary ledger. So charts of account. So before you begin setting up your charts of account, you need to consider organizational structure and the dimensions of your business. By carefully evaluating your business need, you can design your charts of account to take advantage of Journal Ledger FlexFill tool for recording and reporting your accounting information. So first you need to carefully read your organization structure and what is your business requirement. Then only you can go for charts of accounts. And then in charts of accounts, what are the steps which we need to follow is we need to create value sets which determines the attribute of your account segments like segment length, etc. Then structure which is defined indicating how many separate segments your account will have, and for each segment enter a name, sequence number, and an associated value sets here. Then the last is segment values. Here you can set up hierarchy structures for your segment values. You can define parent value and include child values and can create a hierarchy structure here in segment value. So this is the three steps required to configure your charts of accounts. So let's take one example for more clarification on the charts of accounts. This is the charts of account with EBS structure here. And in this structure, we have value sets, and the value sets are company, department, accounts, and ICs for intercompany. Then under each value sets, you need to define your values. We can say segment values or value sets value here. Like in company, it's trend, fresh, digital, global. In department, it's HR department, finance department, marketing department. Accounts are like I have created five, for example, to show how you can create. Otherwise, it will take a number of accounts here, whatever will be required in our business. So here is example of five types of accounts. One is receivable, other one is sales, one is advertisement, one is retained earning, and the last is payables. Then intercompany, I have taken ICT, ICF, ICD, and ICG as my values here, segment values here. So let's go to the instance and see how we can define all the things here in charts of accounts. So first we will create value sets, then we will define the structure. Then after defining the structure, we will define our segment values by using this example only. So let's go to the application now. So first you need to log in. Now here after login, going to general ledger super user, it is a responsibility I have given to my user. Then under that, you need to go to setup, go to financials, go to flex fields, go to validation, and then sets. When you will click on sets, a form will get downloaded. It's a Java form. You need to open it. So here you can see value sets is there. So we will create our value set here. So let's create. I'm going to create first EBS. Like, let me take you to the PPT. Here is the value set: EBS company, EBS department, EBS account, and EBS intercompany. So one by one, we are going to create 4 value sets here. So let's go to our form here. Value set name, I'm giving EBS company first. I'm giving EBS company here as my value set name. It is only for demo purpose. In the real life scenario, you need to give a meaningful name to your value sets. Right. Then if you want to add a description, you can add. It is not a mandatory field. The fields which are coming in this yellow faded colors are the mandatory one which is required to be filled. Otherwise, the rest fields are not mandatory. So description is not mandatory here. Then list type. If you want to add any list type, list of values, long list, value, pop list, you can add list of values, fine. Now security type. If you want to give any security to value set level, then you can go for hierarchical security or non-hierarchical security here. But I don't want any security, so I'm selecting no security here. Then you need to give a format type. It's character, date, time, number, standard date and time. Depending upon the requirement, you can select your format. My requirement is character only. I'm just using this only. Then maximum size. Now, what is maximum size? Like in our example, you can see the code are like digits here in company value sets like 10, 20, 30, 40. So they are digits. So depending upon this, I'm giving maximum size here as 2. Fine. Then if you want number only, uppercase only, write, justify, and zero fill numbers, you can enable any of the fields here, but not required in my case. So I'm not enabling any of these. Then the validation type you need to give in charts of account. Basically, independent validation type is only used. So I'm using this independent only here. Fine. So after giving all these things, just save it. You can save it from here, or you can just press Control S and save the value set. We have created this company value sets. We are going to create 3 more value sets of department, accounts, and intercompany. So for creating a new value sets, click on this icon, new, and create EBS department. Same list type, security type, format type, and maximum size. Let me first create intercompany, and maximum size in intercompany is 2 only. I'm giving here 2. Rest information is same, and just Control S to save this. Then create new, by clicking on this add icon here. Give EBS department, and the maximum size here is 3. Save it and click on this add icon to create one more with EBS accounts. Maximum size here is 4. It's 4. So give it 4 here and save it. So this is how we have created our value sets. Now the next step here is to define the structure. So for that, after saving this value sets, close this form. Now here you can navigate through this Java form, or you can uh, navigate from here also. In the instance we have login to, it will take us to the same task. Fine, so I'm using Java form only to navigate further. I need to go to setups, financials, flex field. Here in the flex field, there are key descriptive validation. So we are going to validation for sets. We have created validations, and we have created sets by using this sets here in validation. Now for creating segment, we need to go to this key and segments. Here we will define our structure, and we will create our segments as well. So first thing we need to give here is the application. So just click on this icon to find the application, and the application in which we are working is the general ledger. So find the journal ledger here. Here it is. Say OK. So all the structure which are created under this application accounting flex field, this application general ledger and accounting flex field are displaying here. So for creating a new, just click here under this code and click on this add icon. And now you need to add a code for your structure. So as per our PPT, which we are using for example, EBS structure is the structure name and code for my charts of accounts. So let's use this only here, code as EBS underscore structure. Now give it title is coming as a code only, so I'm not editing anything. I'm taking it as it is. Now description is not mandatory, but if you want to add, you can add any description here for your structure. Now the next thing here is the segment separator. Now what is segment separator here? Like if I will take you to the PPT, you can see here I have written a code 10 dash 00 dash 1111 dash 10. So these are nothing but the segment values I have used, and for separating each segment value I have used dash here. So this dash is only what is segment separator it is asking for, like what kind of separator you want here. You can take pivot dash pipe, or you can customize it also. So I'm using dash and allow dynamic inserts. So you need to enable this, because if you will not enable this, dynamic code combination will not be possible for your charts of account. And what is dynamic code combination here is like I have used one 10 double 000 11 11 10, which indicates trend trends and 000 HR department receivable, and 10 is not, there is no 10 here, it's 11. So 11 is for this ICT in intercompany. So like this, you can create many code combination here by using various permutation and combination. Like you can use code 20 here in company with marketing department, and can use account as receivable, and intercompany you can use this 13 value segment value. Like this you can create various permutation and combination of your this segments value when you will enable this allow dynamic insert. Fine. So these are required thing you need to do. Then after that, you need to go to the segments for creating segment here. Now number first, give a name to your segment. Now, what will be the segment? Segment will be the nothing but the value sets name only, which I'm going to use here in my example, like company, department, accounts, and intercompany. Fine. So first, I'm giving name to my segment as EBS company. It will automatically take a prompt. If you want to edit, you can edit, or you, if you want, you can take it as it is only. Now the next thing is column. Column is like I'm writing here as company. So the company value set will occur at which column? Like I have used 10, then triple zero, then double one, double one, then double one. So the first this value set is company here, then department, then account, and then intercompany. So for company, if I want to display it as column number one or segment one in my code combination, so I will define the column there as segment one. Then I want my department to come at second place, I will define it as segment two. Then if I want my accounts to display third number in code combination, then I will define it as segment three. And likewise, if I want my intercompany to be at fourth place in my charts of account code combination here, I will give the column here as segment 4. In that segment or in that column number only, this combination will occur. So this is what we are going to define here. Column. I will add segment 1 here to my company. Value sets we will give afterwards. First, we will define all the segment here. Second will be EBS department. Prompt it will automatically define here. I'm not going to edit any of the window prompt here. I will take whatever it is displaying, but if you want, you can edit it. Now the column here will be segment 2. Now the third will be EPS account, and it will be segment 3. Here it is. Otherwise, you can search from here also under Find tab. Segment 3, then serial number 4, EPS, enter company. It will be my segment 4. Let's just find it from here. Fine. So I have defined my segments, all the 4 segments. Now I need to save it. Just do Control S, or you can save it from here, from the top icon. It is coming save. Just save this. When you will save this, this column field will get freezed. Now the next thing which we are going to do here is the value sets which we have created in the first step. We are going to link here in our segment with our segments defined. The value sets which we have created in the first step, we are going to link here with our structure and the segments which we are defining here. So first value set regarding company. So I'm going to find it here. EBS. It's fine with EBS. So here are the four value sets you can see which we have created in the first step. So I will be using EBS company, selecting it, say OK. Then department, same. Find it with EBS. Here it is department. Select say OK. Then for accounts, EBS search. Select say OK. And the last is intercompany. EBS find. Select say OK. So we have given our value sets. Now the next important thing which we are going to do here is to define the flex field qualifier. So for that, you need to very carefully choose your value set here, or I can say a segment here. Like for company, if I want to define my qualifier, I need to first select this company row, then go to this flex field qualifier. And here also you can see EBS company is coming. So you can make sure from here also for what segment you are defining your qualifiers. And the for company, we are going to give qualifier as balancing segment. Balancing segment is nothing but it's like when you will go to your journal ledger and when you will create journals in it. So debit and credit should be balanced in that entry. So it will make sure that at company segment level, this debit and credits are equal when you will create a journal. Fine. So this is balancing segment. So you need to enable this balancing segment here. Save it. Close it. Now we will define for the department. Just select the department. Go to flex field qualifier. And for department, I'm defining cost center here. So I'm just enabling it. You need to carefully select this qualifier. Otherwise, after selecting once and saving it, you will not be able to change this qualifier. So it is very important to be carefully assign all the flex field qualifiers here. Fine. So save it. After department, the next is account. Go to flex field qualifier. And it is coming natural accounts. Just enable it. Save. And the last is intercompany. Select it. Go to flex field qualifier. And you will see intercompany is coming. Just enable this for the segment and save it. Fine. Just save whole thing here. And you are done with the structure, segment, value sets, flex field qualifier in the second step here. Just close this form after saving all the work you have done. Now you need to enable this freeze flexible definition so that all the work which you have done got freeze here. And after enabling this, you can see this compile tab will come into play. This will get activated. So just enable this. Say OK. You can see compile has been activated. Just click on this compile. Compiling of flex fields. Say OK. Say OK here. Now you can see the status of this into view. Go to request. The compilation need to be done successfully. Go to find. So here you can see it's got completed and the status is also normal. So it is done. So our structure is completed. Now the last step in our charts of account is to give segment values, right? So for segment values, just close this. close it and going back to PPT. So here is our chart of account. So we have defined our value sets, we have given structure, and we have defined our segments, and we have linked our segments with value sets, and for each segment we have also given the qualifiers. Now we are going to give segment values, and segment values are nothing but the like this in company value set is company, then the segment value for company is trend, fresh, digital, global. Like here value set is department. Now what will be the segment value? HR, finance and marketing. Now value sets is account. What will be the segment value? Receivable, sales, advertisement, retained earning, payables. Now the last one is intercompany. So what will be the segment value for intercompany? This will be this ICT, ICF, ICD and ICG. So this we are going to define by selecting each and every value sets. We are going to define segment value for it. Fine. So let's go to the instance and define it. So for defining your segment values, you need to go to same setup, financial flex field, but instead of key, you need to go to validation again. And under validation, you need to go to values. Just select this. Now here, give a value set. Like first, we are going to define segment value for company. So select your company which you have created or value set. We have created with EBS. So I'm searching with EBS. So here it is, EBS company. Select and say OK and find. Now here you can define your segment value. So first value is like going to the example is 10 for trend, 20 for fresh, 30 for digital and 40 for global. So let's define it here. Give value 10, give description as trends, then 20 was for fresh, digital and then global. 20 is for fresh, 30 is for digital, 40 global. Fine. So this is how you can give your segment value. Now you can, if you want any value, segment value to enable for a specific time period, you can give from and to. But for my case, it is not required. So I'm not giving this. Now the next step is the value hierarchy and qualifier. Just go to this tab. Now here you can see parent is coming. So what you can do, like in segment value, you can build a hierarchy. Like you can define a parent value and what will be the child value. Now let's go to the PPT. Like in this company, we have one more 50 as total for the company. Fine. So this total will be the parent value. Fine. And under this parent, this trend, fresh, digital, global will be the child. Fine. So what will happen while defining segment value? When I will give 50 here, say as total only, total. So I need to enable this parent. So it will display here. It will while enabling this parent here, it will take this segment value will take this segment value as parent and rest will be the child. Fine. And when you will enable this parent, this group will come into play, and this group is a roll-up group which we will cover separately. For now, this is fine that if you want to create any parent or child hierarchy, you need to enable here under parent for the parent values. Fine. So right now I'm not taking it, or you can clear record from here. Just clear the record. So this is fine. Let's go to qualifier. Now the what is the qualifier? Qualifier allow budgeting and allow posting. If you want allow budgeting and posting, you can set qualifier as SS here. Just say OK. Say OK. Just allow budgeting and posting for all the segment values. Fine. So this is how this is done. Now after giving all the segment value for company, just save it and close this. You can see the request also here under view. Go to request. Find. You can see compile value set hierarchy is pending a standby. Just refresh it. It should be completed and normal. It's coming into completed and normal, so it is done successfully. In the same manner, we are going to give value segment value for all the value sets. So we have done with the company. Now we will do for the department. So navigation is same. Just open it. Now value set we will going to search for is EBS department. So let's search for that. EBS. Find. So here it is department. Select OK and find. Now you can see EBS department is coming. Now here you can see under department, there are 3 segment values: HR, finance, and marketing with the code 000, 001, and 002. So let's define these 3 segment values in value sets. 0, HR, 001 is for finance, 002 is for marketing. Fine. In the same manner, you can enable from and to and can define here a parent value or a child value by enabling this parent. And then there is a qualifier, allow budgeting and posting if you want to. Say OK. OK. Going for all the segment values. Allow budgeting and allow posting. Fine. After giving all this, just save it. Fine. When you will close again, a request to compile will run. If you want to view, you can again go to view request and you can see. But I'm creating my third segment value for accounts. Let's search for value set accounts here to EBS accounts. Say OK and find. Now what are the values here? Here is receivables, sales, advertisement, retained earning, and payables. So let's create one by one all this. 111 is receivable, then sales. 111 is 1111. So it's 1111. Say receivables. Or let's okay, fine. Let's take it as assets. Now the next is sales. The number is okay, fine. Let's create 5 account segment value for this accounts value sets. So this next is 1112. Say liability, then 1113, say income. 1114, say an expense. And 1115 for retained earning. And you can use assets, liability, or receivable, payable. I have written in my PPT as receivable, payable, advertisement for expense, and sales for income. So if you want, you can define it in that also, in that manner also. So for now, it's asset is fine. Now, if you want to enable from and to, you can. And then again, go to value hierarchy and qualifier. Here in qualifier, with allow budgeting and posting, there is one more thing which you need to do here is to give the account type, that what kind of account is this. Like asset, it's an asset, liability is an liability, income is income, expense is expense, and retained earning is the owners. So let's give account type here. For assets will be assets. Say okay. Then liability, give account type. Okay. Okay. Then there is income. Give account type here as revenue. Give expense, expenses coming. And the last is retained earnings. It is account type will be ownership, stockholder. Fine. I'm changing name here as receivable only. Receivables, say this is payables, revenue, income, retained earning. Fine. So this is how we have created segment values for our accounts value set. Now, after giving all this thing, you should keep in mind that the extra thing which we need to define in accounts value set is the account type here. Like what account type it is, asset, liability, revenue, expense, or ownership, or stockholder. Fine. After giving all this thing, just save it. Fine. After saving it, just close it. Again, you can go to view requester for seeing the status. Now the next value set is EBS intercompany. Now we will define segment values for intercompany. It's 11, 12, 13, 14 for ICT, F, D, G. Okay, fine. So let's go to instance. Go to values. Navigation is same for creating segment values. Now search for value set. EBS. Select EBS intercompany, say OK and fine. Define value like 11 for 11, 12. Okay. It's 11, 12, 13, 14. Fine. So 11 is ICT, 12 ICF, 13 ICT and 14 ICG. And in the same manner, enabled from and to, if you want to give any segment value as parent value, you can enable, and the qualifiers. So just giving the qualifiers, allow budgeting and posting. Allow budgeting and posting, yes. Allow budgeting posting, yes. Allow budgeting and posting, yes. So this is how you can create segment values. Just clear the record here. Extra field is coming. Extra rows activated. So just clear this and just save the work. Now it is saved successfully and close. Fine. Let's go to view and requester and see the status of all the requests. So you can see here it's completed. Normal one is pending, which we have done right now for intercompany. It should be completed and normal. So it's fine. So we are done with the segments value. If you want to see what we have created, so just go to values, open, and go for any value sets. Like if you want to check that our segment value for accounts has been created properly or not, so search for the value set. Let's go for accounts. Okay. And find. You can see here all the thing which we have created is done successfully. So this is how you can define your charts of accounts. Fine. So this was how you can define charts of accounts. Fine. So we have seen charts of accounts. What we have done, let's quickly revise. We have created first value sets. Fine. Where we have created value sets. This is value sets, company, department, accounts, and intercompany. Then we have defined our structure. So first we have given the name or a code to our structure. Then after giving name and code to the structure, we have created segments there, and we have defined or linked our segments with the value sets which we have created in the first step. And we have given flex field qualifier for each segments there. Then after giving all this thing, second step got completed, and then we freeze our flex field definition and we have run the compilation. After all that thing, the last steps which we have done here is the creation of the segment values, and the segment values we have selected each and every value sets. Like first we have selected company, we have defined segment values for it. Then we have also given qualifiers there as allow budgeting and posting, same for department and for accounts and intercompany. But in accounts, what the extra thing which we have done here is we have to define account type. Like there are 5 account type: asset, liability, income, expense, and ownership or equity, ownership and stockholder. So what is your account type? So this is how you need to define everything in the segment values creation and save the work. And if you want to search whether it is if it is done properly or not, created properly or not, you can go to the view requester and also can see the status. It should be completed and normal. Fine. So this is how charts of accounts get configured. Now let's move to the another topic for today is of roll up group. Fine. So roll up group. What is roll up group? You can use roll up group to identify a group of parent values for reporting or other application purpose. You assign key flex field segment values to roll up groups using segment values window. In Oracle e-business suite, only accounting flex field uses roller group. Roll-up groups are used to create summary accounts for reporting purpose. So basically, this roll-up groups are used for reporting purpose. Like it's identify the group of parent value. When we were discussing about the this segment values, there I have told you that you if any segment value is of parent in nature, so you need to enable a parent tab there, and when you will enable that parent tab, a group field will get activated. So that group field was the roll up group. It identify all the parents group and help us to report. Fine. So let's go to the instance and see how we can create and assign the same in the chart of account. So first we need to create roll up group, then we can assign those group to parents value in a segment value creation. And this roll up group help us to identify a group of parent value for reporting purpose. If you want any report creation with a parent value or a summary accounts there, this roll up group will help us. So let's go to the application and create one roller group and see how we can assign the same in charts of accounts. So for creating a roller group, go to your Java form. Fine. So what you need to do is, let me take to you with the whole navigation. First, you need to go to setups. Fine. In setups, you need to go to financials. In financials, you need to go to flex fields. In flex fields, you need to go to key. And in key, you can see groups. So it is roller group. Just select it and open the same. Now, this roller group is segment value set specific. Like if you want to create roller group for value set, say company, you will select company here and can create roller group for that. If you want your different account value sets, like if you want roller group to be created for company, you need to select value set for company. If you want to, for department, select for department. If you want for account, select account. If you want intercompany, you select intercompany. So like it's a value set specific roller group can be created and assigned in the segment values. Fine. So I'm taking example of say accounts only, accounts value set. So I'm taking value set here as EBS accounts, which we have created just now. EBS, find it. Okay, sorry, it's not on value sets. First find values by value sets and now give the name. Give here EBS, find. So all the created value sets are coming. We have created EBS intercompany, accounts, company, department, all the four are coming. So I'm going to create roller group for accounts. So I'm selecting EBS accounts value set and say OK and fine. Fine. So here is the page for roller group. You can see here roller group is coming. You can create roller group here. So let's say I'm giving a code here as R roll group for asset. So it's RGA. I'm taking as a code for roller group for assets I'm creating. In under value sets account, I'm going to create roller group for my asset segment value. And for that, I'm creating code here. Fine. Given name, it's coming RJ only. If you want to change, you can change. If you want to use it as it is, you can use it. Now in description, I am giving it as roll up group for assets. Fine. So I have created one roller group here. After creating this, just save this. Fine. So it got saved. You can see got field got freezed. Now, how you can assign this? So for assigning, just close this roller group creation. You need to go to the validation, like in setup, financial flex field. validation. Under validation values, this is the same navigation we have used for creating segment values. We are going to assign this roller group at segment values only. This is the same navigation. So what was it? It was set up financial flex field validation and values. So just open this, and we have created roller group for EBS account. So find this value set here. Find, here it is, EBS account. Select and say OK and find. So you can see what we have created is now coming here. So like in hierarchy, you can see here we have defined one account as asset here. So say this the only segment value which we have created receivable is what is your parent and parent only. So you can enable this and say OK. When you will enable this parent, this segment value as parent value, this group field will get activated. So in this group field, what we have created, see, roller group asset, we have created code bit RGA is coming here. So this is how you can assign your roller group after creating, and after giving here you can save it. So this was the one example of the roller group for assets. I have taken value set as accounts, and under the accounts I have used assets as for my example, assets value set as my example. In the same manner, you can take any value set and any segment value for enabling parent value, and after enabling parent value, assigning a roller group here, so that this roller group help us to identify all the parents value while reporting. So it's helpful in this roller group is very helpful in reporting. Fine. So after giving all this thing, you can just save your work. Right now I'm not saving because it is not required for my further sessions. So saving all the work which is already created, and just say okay. So this is how you can create roller group, and after roller group created, you can go to your segment values, and under segment values you can just enable a value as parent and can give a roller group there. Fine. So this is what about roller group is, but one more thing I would like to add here for roller group is like, after defining all this roller group, you can go to segments. Segments is nothing but we are using the same navigation which we have used for creating structure, like go to setup, financial, flex field, key and segments. So when you will go to this segments, let's search for application first. The journal ledger, select say okay. So, and let's search for our EBS structure here. Select any row here and just click on this find icon and search for our EBS. So here it is what we have created. Now here you can see freeze roller group is coming. So after creating all this, you can just freeze your roller group here and then compile. So what it will do, the roller group which you have created and assigned to a segment value, it will freeze those roller group here. Fine. So you can do this after creating a roller group. Do you want to say fine? Okay. Okay. So Okay, so in today's session, what we have covered, we have seen that what is EBS first, that we have covered introduction to EBS and what are the major factors which are covered by EBS tool, what are its advantages, disadvantages, what is the difference in Fusion and EBS, then how you can define charts of accounts. Then after defining charts of accounts, we have seen how you can assign roller group, how you can create a roller group and you can assign a roller group in your charts of accounts. So this is all for today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.